Hello, my topic is about the low educational level of Australian Indigenous students. Today, I will explore the challenge behind this gap and address opposing views and outline practical action to ensure a fair and bright future for Indigenous youth. Imagine a school where 90% of students attend regularly. Now imagine another school just a few hundred kilometers away, where attendance struggles to reach 70%. This is the reality for many Aboriginal students in Australia. The education gap is not just statistic, it's a barrier to opportunity, equity, and the future. This bar chart shows the clear data. Reading and numeracy level among Indigenous students are significantly lower than those of their non-Indigenous peers, which highlights the education gap between First Nations and non-Indigenous. This gap extends beyond education. It leads to higher unemployment rates, health disparities, and even increased crime within indigenous communities. Without intervention, these issues will persist across generations. Some argue that the primary cause of the education gap are cultural and family factors. For instance, 10% of the indigenous family still speak traditional language, which can make English-based curriculum challenging. Besides, lower education level of the parents in remote indigenous communities limit their ability to support their children academically. Cultural conflict can also discourage students from engaging with education system and impact their academic ability. Although culture and family matter, they are not the root cause of the education gap. The real issue lies in systematic inequities, especially in remote areas. First, educational resources are disproportionately allocated. Indigenous schools in remote areas face teacher shortage and outdated facilities. The Aboriginal and Torres Islander teachers only account for 2% of the Australians. Second, early childhood education remain underdeveloped. This gap is mainly reflected in remote and very remote areas. So what can we do? I'm calling on the Australian federal and state government to prioritize systematic support for Indigenous education. First, increase funding for remote schools. An additional 20% of the education budget should be allocated to improve teacher retention, upgrade infrastructure, and provide essential learning material. Second, expand access to early childhood education by building new centers and offering free or subsidized programs to ensure every Indigenous child has a strong foundation. Finally, involve Indigenous leaders in policy making. Culturally sensitive curriculum co-designed with Indigenous communities can foster belonging and pride in student heritage.